Nobody wants to work for $15 an hour when their rent is $1,800 a month.
I don't know how to work hard, so America is not for me.
What the fuck are we doing, man?
Is life naturally getting harder, or is modern life being structured in a way that keeps regular people constantly stressed and surviving?
Americans are working harder than ever. Long hour, side hustle, second job, but despite all that effort, millions are earning less, saving less, and feeling more exhausted than ever. Check this out.
Nobody wants to work anymore. Wrong. Nobody wants to work for $15 an hour when their rent is $1,800 a month. Nobody wants to commute 90 minutes for a job that requires 4 years of experience and is only offering $42,000 a year. Nobody wants great culture that means free pizza on Fridays and unpaid overtime Monday through Thursday. Gen Z isn't lazy. We've just done the math that y'all didn't want us to do.
2026 will probably be my last year in America. I don't know how to work hard, so America is not for me.
Quite frankly, your girl is tired. Why? Why are you tired? One might ask. Well, when I'm not working my 9 to 5, I'm working my 5 to 9, which is full-time single mom. When am I gonna have time to do literally anything else? Work out, meal prep, grocery shop, clean my apartment, hang out with friends, travel, see my family, chase my dreams, actually try and get into a career I want to get into. Stuck is also, I think, another very valid term of what I'm feeling right now.
I think one of the reasons that older generations think that young people don't work hard is because hard work looks very different than it used to. Hard work used to be like physical related. You had to like run around. You had to go to different locations. You had to meet with different people. You had to go pick up the kids from school. You had to go check in on your second family. You had to go to the post office. Now, all of those things are happening inside our brains at all times. And that is a very different type of hard work to have to keep up with. The burnout nowadays is coming from inside the house. So yes, it's less hard work physically. You're not stuck on a literal hamster wheel, but the hamster wheel is constantly happening 24/7 inside your own brain. So sure, we probably have less back problems. Our physical health is probably more in shape, but our brains are ruined because we have 13 tasks that we need to do every 15 minutes, and it has to happen before you even take your next step. So before you yell at a young person about, oh, I had to walk a mile to school every single day, just remember that we are having to run a marathon inside our own skulls every single day.
I think a lot of Americans are exhausted, not just financially, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And I think that's why places like this are growing. People aren't just escaping high rent anymore. They're trying to reconnect with something modern life forgot. Community, silence, nature, real human connection. Something that feels human again.
What the fuck are we doing, man? Is this how good it's supposed to be? Is this how our lives are supposed to turn out? If you go to college, you got debt until you're 50. If you don't go to college, you don't make enough money. People are fucking tired, man. I was talking to a friend. He's like, I don't even care about getting a paycheck anymore because it's like a slap in the face. You get your fucking paycheck and it's gone the same day, usually gone within an hour. And the minute you pay the bills, but they're already late, then you get an email saying your other bill's ready to be viewed. I couldn't afford the first bill. Now electric's gonna go up, interest rates are going up, energy's going up. Most people don't even want to fucking be here anymore. You wonder why people go to the doctor for mental health problems. You wonder why people are breaking down. Why people go to work and snap, flip out, start screaming at their bosses, and get fired. Why? Because people are at the end of the rope. They can't fucking take it anymore. How much more can you take? What are we going to do about it? Is this just the way it is? I don't want to live like this anymore.
I need everybody watching this to ask themselves one real question. Is life naturally getting harder, or is modern life being structured in a way that keeps regular people constantly stressed and surviving? Now, we're about to stop talking vague and talk real life. Housing costs are exploding, meaning people with decent jobs still can't afford homes that their parents could have bought working regular middle class jobs. That's why grown adults making good money still feel behind because wages stop matching the cost of living. People are working full time and still checking their bank account before they buy groceries. That's not normal pressure, that's survival pressure. Food prices keep rising up. That's why people walk into the grocery store now and spend $100 on what used to feel like $40 worth of food. Everybody feeling it. And they got people avoiding going to the doctor unless something is serious, because people scared of the bill more than the illness these days. And we got AI replacing jobs. That means corporations can eventually reduce workers while increasing profits. And that's why people feel so nervous watching technology advance so fast. It got regular people wondering what happens to workers when companies need less humans. One of the biggest issues that I see happening right now, social media algorithms are designed around attention. More emotional, angry, anxious, addicted, or distracted people become online, the more money these platforms make. That's why people can spend hours scrolling and still feel mentally drained. And on top of that, data collection is exploding. Apps, companies, and platforms are tracking behavior constantly because human attention has become profitable. That's why you see an ad come across your screen and it feel weirdly targeted towards you. Technology then got way more advanced, but peace of mind got worse. We're feeling burnt out, sleep deprived, overstimulated, financially stressed, constantly consuming bad news, constantly reachable, constantly pressured to produce more. Those are real life effects people actually feel every single day. And when you put it all together, people start asking a deeper question. If all this technology and advancement was supposed to improve life, why do so many ordinary people feel mentally exhausted just trying to exist? That's the conversation more Americans are starting to have right now because people don't just feel broke no more. They feel psychologically overwhelmed by the structure of modern life itself.